I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident.
When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be a veterinarian.
Cuando crezca quiero ser paramédico.
I want to be a nurse.
When I grow up, I want to be a technical engineer.
I want to be a doctor. Cuando sea grande quiero ser odontóloga.
Paglaki ko gusto ko maging comic book artist.
When I grow up, I want to be a cosmetologist.
So U.S. Customs.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
When I grow up, I want to be the President of the United States.
My name is Cindy Garcia, and I'm a child of immigrant parents. I go to MAAC Community Charter School here in Chula Vista, California. The majority of students who attend my school are also children of immigrants. Some of the brightest students here do not have legal documentation to be in this country, even though they may have lived in the United States for the majority of their lives. To many of these students, going to college is an unattainable goal. My dream is to go to college and one day work in the film industry. The DREAMAC, DREAM being an acronym for Development, Relief, and Education for Alien Minors, will allow the students the opportunity to attend college and eventually become productive U.S. citizens. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? In a nutshell, the DREAMAC, which by the way was co-created by a white Republican senator from Utah, will help young undocumented immigrants, children growing up in the United States to go to college and obtain lawful employment and eventual citizenship.
These are children that came here through no choice of their own. I say that that we should embrace the children that are here because they are the future. And I think that these are children that don't know any other country. This is their home, this is their life. They will be able to flourish here and be really strong, active members of the community.
You're talking about minor students who came here not of their own volition, whose parents brought them, and they were, by definition for the DREAM Act, under the age of 15. And they have to be of the highest moral character. If you look at the different provisions of the bill, it basically talks about high moral character, willingness to serve in the military, no crimes committed. It holds to a standard that most teenagers born in this country would be challenged to meet.
I think every hardworking person that's willing to demonstrate that they're capable of becoming a good citizen, and they've demonstrated that by hard work and diligence and study, deserves all the opportunity America has to offer.
I would support.
During the Republican primary debate in 2011, Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney explained how he would support the DREAM Act.
I just note that's the same position that I have, and that is that I would not sign the DREAM Act as it currently exists, but I would sign a DREAM Act if it were focused on military service.
Just knowing that the military targets low-income, marginalized youth to enlist. Like, you don't see a bunch of rich kids just enrolling in the Army. Like, some of the high schools down here have the biggest JROTC like in the nation, and it's no coincidence that it's at a school that's predominantly Latino and African American. Students who typically don't get told how to go to college or even are allowed to take the right classes to even just apply to a four-year university. So already, African American, Latino youth are already targeted to go to the military. So now this DREAM Act is just going to push even more Chicanos, Chicanas into the military. And I just feel sad about that we won't give you papers, but sign up to die for us possibly, and we'll give you papers. So that part I don't like about it, but I love the part about getting papers and going to college.
My parents taught me that I could do whatever I wanted to do as long as I worked really hard and I was honest about it. The DREAM Act would give all students this opportunity to prove that they are worthy of achieving the American dream. All they need is just an equal playing field. Again, sounds like a no-brainer. Unfortunately, the DREAM Act was filibustered to death in 2012.
Well, my constituents and I chat about it. It's illegal immigrants. I mean, we have laws, comply with the laws. If you're not complying with the laws, you're illegal.
On June 15, 2012, the Obama administration announced that it will bring some temporary relief to some young immigrant students. his administration issued an executive order that allows immigrant students a chance at the American dream. Even if it was temporary, he halted the deportation of at least 800,000 and it could be as high as over 1 million illegal immigrants who were brought here as children.
And let's also remember that hundreds of thousands of talented, hardworking students in this country face another challenge: the fact that they aren't yet American citizens. Many were brought here as small children, are American through and through, yet they live every day with the threat of deportation.
He's trying to do as much as he can because he understands the importance that this has in the community. These are people that are living in fear, and anything that can be done to really help our youth be able to come out and really begin to take and become better and stronger active members of the community. Anything that can be done, I think it's being done, and he understands that importance. I don't think that it's pandering in any way. He's always been a supporter of the DREAM Act, and so he understands the importance of this.
I was thinking of a student who went out to the mountains to pray with some people, and she was just so scared that she was going to get deported. And I can't remember why, but I just remember this young woman, you know, not yet 18, just fearing, like, I just want to come out here and pray, and like, I can't even go pray with my people because now I overstayed my visa or something like that. So I just immediately thought of this young girl, like, wow, she can take a breather for a little bit.
The repercussions are that people, at least for President Obama, that people could think that this is an entitlement that is not appropriate for students who are not in the country legally. And the usual criticism is about this will open the floodgates and millions of students will cross the border and millions of parents will bring their minor children in order for them to get a college education here. And I mean, I'm not an expert on the DREAM Act, but I mean, a lot of the criticism that you read basically says that the counter to that criticism is that people will not come because the DREAM Act, once it's set in place, will be for students who are already here. And that's what's happened with prior amnesties of undocumented workers even. If they've been in the States for X number of years and the president declares an amnesty, it doesn't mean an amnesty for everybody who wants to come after that. It means for those who are in the country. So if that provision is kept in place, then that argument is a non-argument.
At my school, our parent organization, MAAC, has supported the DREAM Act throughout the years. Mr. Manriquez explains.
MAAC is involved through the National Council of La Raza, which is a national Latino advocacy organization. And we work through the organization in being able to help push and support the efforts. We do the local work for National Council of La Raza here as an affiliate. And we are active in the community, and we are talking about the importance of making sure that our youth are educated and our youth are able to really flourish in this community.
The DREAM Act will offer so many students a fair chance to be productive American citizens. President Obama's executive order signed on June 15, 2012 has allowed certain young immigrants temporary relief and has halted their deportation. Though it may have some disadvantages, the positives in the DREAM Act will provide are far greater. At my school alone, the bill will allow so many of the brightest students here an even playing field to succeed and attain the American dream. It is going to help them fulfill their dreams.